Oceans cover more than 70% of our planet and yet still remain virtually unexplored. The more we try to understand just how oceans work, the better chance we have of passing a healthy planet on to our children and their children. Since only a small percentage of the human population ever experiences the underwater world, scuba divers are destined to become the ambassadors of the ocean. The world became more aware of the fragile ocean environment as Jacques Cousteau introduced television viewers to his undersea world. Each week, we would follow Cousteau divers as their scientific explorations helped increase public awareness of the wonders of the sea. Sea Hunt's Mike Nelson brought the thrill of scuba diving into the privacy of our living room as he dove into action. His heroic antics brought the reality of the underwater world just one step closer. As interest in diving grew, so did diver awareness. The exploration of inner space is a critical part of man's survival, and the best tool available is photography. Today, most sport divers have traded in their spear guns for a camera. The technology allowing divers to capture images underwater has been evolving for over a century. The first cameras were bulky, inefficient, and rarely gave divers what they saw underwater. As the technology revolution erupted, great strides were made to improve the ability of accurately capturing the underwater world on film. Dr. Harold Edgerton's invention of the electronic flash allowed photographers to bring back color to animals that the ocean's depth had once stolen. Faster films and more efficient camera housings allowed divers to achieve images of animals in their natural environment. With new advancements in lens design and higher resolution film, the microscopic world of the small can now be captured by underwater photographers. It's truly amazing, since some of these creatures are so small that divers can barely see what they're photographing. Smaller housings and amphibious cameras with interchangeable lenses have made it possible for even beginning underwater photographers to achieve great photos. The computer age has added even more photographic tools thanks to image enhancement software programs. Underexposures, thought to be beyond repair, can now be salvaged by a single keystroke. Images destined for the round file are now usable again. Computer programs even help in the photography of fluorescent corals and sea anemones. Instead of bulky lighting systems, photographers can now use the sun and computer enhancement software to bring fluorescence to life. The underwater scientist and researcher originally relied on collected specimens, drawings, and mental recollections to illustrate what they saw underwater. Photography has opened a huge window to the scientific world. Technology that once seemed like science fiction is now reality. Special infrared films that detect chlorophyll are now used to photograph undersea creatures that share a symbiotic relationship with plants. The high-speed stroboscopic flash can document the motion of a swimming nudibranch on a single frame of film. New photographic techniques have been developed using the electron microscope that allow us to view creatures at magnifications greater than 5,000 times normal size. ROV and small manned submarines take cameras to depths never before possible to bring the unknown world to light. NASA's recent missions to Mars created a demand for computer software to stitch images together and create a single scene. This software now makes it possible to create underwater panoramic scenes. NASA has also remapped the entire Earth in order to create digital elevation maps. This 3D technology can also be applied to underwater images to create a virtual reality scene that allows you to be surrounded by your underwater environment. Much of the photography today is converted to digital images and used for education or on the web. These visuals help show people an unknown entity and ease the uncertainty. One educational CD, Jean-Michel Cousteau's Cities Under the Sea, leads you through still images, motion, and combinations of both to provide the feeling of actually being in the ocean. The future of the ocean depends on how people view, understand, and respect the ocean. Photography is the key to showing people a world they often cannot see. The old adage that a picture is worth 1,000 words may just be the most important way we can give our oceans a future.